Hello, today we'll be taking a look at opportunities and challenges related to initiating virtual schooling opportunities for our high school students. Virtual schooling is an increasingly popular form of distance education where curriculum is delivered online. Students can participate in this type of a program by completing coursework in the presence of a mentor while on traditional campus. They can also participate off-site anywhere with an internet connection. This type of learning opens up several possibilities to students. Many online courses have already been developed and are available through Michigan Virtual Schools. Through this program, students have access to catalog with wide variety of courses that may not be available to them otherwise. They are also able to complete courses for credit recovery. Some students take advantage of virtual schooling to stay on track with their education while dealing with health issues. The state of Michigan now requires that graduating high school seniors have completed some form of online learning. One of the ways to meet this requirement is for students to complete an online course. In an online school, technology tools are required, such as computer and computer software, and the type of method in which the lesson is delivered. That being said, we have two types of methods, synchronous and asynchronous. The main difference between the two is that synchronous method of delivery is done in real time through internet. Students are required to be online at specific time and specific day, just like in a regular classroom, but online. Teacher has full control of the online class. There are programs that allow this to happen, such as Illuminate Live or Google Apps. In both cases, they allow teachers and students to connect with each other at the same time for a session. The second type is asynchronous. In this type of delivery, the student can work at their own time as long as they have internet access and the tool to access. Teacher tends to be responsible for monitoring student progress and keeping contact with them via phone, email, or even instant messaging. In both cases, technology must be used, and there is much more communication tools that are listed above, such as Skype, FaceTime, different chat rooms, video conferencing, blogs, forums, Facebook, Twitter, and so on. Many schools that want to be online does not necessarily have the equipment or the medium for online courses. Every school does count, period, because that's where the money and the funds come from. Section 21F specifies how to count online students so the online school could get the funds. This is one way where a school can obtain money for the equipment and the software. There is one more option. A principal or supervisor of the program can write a grant proposal specifically asking for the money to pay for the computers or even the online program itself. If a school already has computers, but they are outdated, the money from that grant could also be used for the update. And if the IT department is available, a request could be sent so they could update them at some point. Students enrolled in an online program tend to work from home and internet may go out at any time. Many public places offer free Wi-Fi, so the student can go there and access his or her courses. So it depends on how the school wants to run its online program. Section 21F specifies the rules on how the school can get funds for it. After that, it's up to the school and administration on what method of delivery should it use, asynchronous or synchronous, and what technology. The biggest challenge in virtual education is establishing strong parental involvement. Students who are not used to online classes do not know how to approach them so they can learn. It is crucial that a parent gets involved in their child's learning because it will allow students to be more successful. Parents, on the other hand, will know how their child is doing and they will be there for their support. The retention rate is higher in virtual schools because students will do work when they want to instead of meeting set deadlines and requirements. In addition, 17 and 18-year-olds decide to drop out because they just don't want to apply themselves to the virtual school expectations, or simply because online school does not work for them as they thought in the first place. Students require clear goals and expectations to work towards in virtual school setting. They follow a distinct schedule and participate in discussion groups and engage in learning activities like journal writing, projects, they could be individual or even group, written assessment, presentation, lab work, and so on. Teacher is going to keep track of what courses student completed and what other courses he or she needs to do in order to graduate. By having this type of constant communication, it allows to build a good relationship between the student and the teacher. Students' main role in online program is to learn new material and to complete the required classes. Students who are self-motivated and self-disciplined tend to do better than students who are not. If your students are self-motivated and know how to learn on their own, the online program will be good for them and they will succeed. Students do not know exactly which courses they need, so that's where the teacher is able to assist them with that. Teacher and other tech support plays a big role in facilitating students academically and technologically. Academically, teacher will keep contact with students and their progress, providing them with the material needed to complete a class, provide feedback with a reasonable time, or simply to motivate students who have not done work in a long time. As for technology, students will have access to technical support if his or her technology tools will stop working or some issues arise. Tech support will also make sure that the website is fully functional and any problems with it are addressed quickly and efficiently. Online safety is the number one priority. So by having those things in place, students can feel safe while working online. Students all learn at different paces and levels, but it is our job as facilitators to monitor and mentor the growth of student success. Students benefit from an introduction or orientation because it will allow them to feel more comfortable and more confident in using different web tools that will be used in the course. Our goal is to encourage and motivate students. We are here to create a positive, warm connection between our professors and students. Facilitators will be providing weekly discussions and having all classmates involved, making the students feel connected. Initiating and supporting virtual schooling in our district will give our students additional means to be successful. Although technology can be pricey, there are grants and funds that are available so we could get the right equipment. Instructors for these courses are required to follow the same state standards as the teachers within our district. Every student completing virtual courses will also have access to a state certified teacher mentor that will guide their learning. Our students will be offered an orientation class to review practices and behaviors that will support their success and introduce them to use web based tools.